Chinese records mention African traders 2,000 years ago. Here's the proof that changes everything. What if I told you that African merchants walked the same routes as famous Silk Road traders? Most history books won't tell you this story. Stay until the end to discover the African merchant who received 2,000 ounces of gold from a Chinese emperor. Starting in 600 CE, Chinese records documented African traders using the term Kunlun to describe them. These weren't just visitors, they were established merchants. But the most incredible discovery came 500 years later. Meet Zheng Jiani, an East African merchant who traveled to China not once but twice, in 1071 and again from 1081 to 1083. He was so important that Emperor Shenzong gave him the title Lord Guardian of Prosperity. In 748 CE, Buddhist monk Jian Zhen documented Guangzhou as a bustling international port hosting African merchants. He was there, he saw them with his own eyes. Archaeologists have found Tang Dynasty coins on the East African coast, from Kenya to Somalia. These weren't traded through other countries, these are direct links. Why don't Western history books mention this? Because these records come from Chinese archives, not European explorers. The evidence was always there, we just weren't looking in the right places. The truth is that African civilizations were connected to global trade networks centuries before we thought. This isn't about rewriting history, it's about finally telling the complete story. This is why I create content about biblical African heritage. History is written by the victors, but truth has a way of surfacing. Subscribe to discover more forgotten chapters of African history. Next week, I'm diving into the African-Egyptian connection that's been hidden in plain sight in the Bible. You won't believe what we've been missing. Thanks for watching and remain blessed.